This is task 1H, using method 2 to create the new booking form. So in this tutorial we're going to create the basics of this form. So we're going to create a form using a form wizard, and we're going to have a look at what data we need. Well, if we look at this, we need a booking ID, a booking date, a payment due and a church ID. So that's what we're going to put on first of all. We don't need the other data because they'll be set to be false anyway. So we just leave those as they are because they start off as false. And then we need to have a look at what we need here. Well, we need a pitch type ID and a description and the current price. So let's get that data from the pitch type table. Pitch type ID, description, current price. Now there is one more field that we need from that table, because it says here, if there are insufficient pitches of the type required, then a message should appear. So we need to know how many pitches are remaining. So we need to include that, although it's going to be invisible. And then we also need data from the pitch allocation table, because we need the pitch allocation ID if we didn't set it as an auto number. If we did set it as an auto number, which I'm going to assume that we have, then you don't need to put it on. But if you didn't set it as an auto number, you need to put it on at this stage, because you'll need to type it in manually. But the quantity, adults and children are all required. We're also going to need the price charged, because we're going to be storing the current price as the price charged. So we're going to need that. We're going to need the pitch type ID, because that is where we'll actually select the pitch type ID. We won't be selecting it from the pitch table. So I'm going to remove that now from the pitch table because we didn't actually need it from there. So let's just remove that. And we also need the booking ID because we need it to link in between the form and the subform. So I'm just going to add on the booking ID at the end here. So in summary, from the booking table, we took the booking ID, the booking date, the payment due and the church ID. From the pitch table, we didn't take the pitch type ID because we're actually going to use it from the pitch allocation table, because it's a foreign key where we'll be storing it. But we did take the description, we also took the current price, and we also took the pitches remaining. And then from the pitch allocation table, we've taken everything except the pitch allocation ID. But if you use that as not an auto number, then you'll need to have included it. Now we want it organised by booking because that's how it's suggesting that we do it. And we'll have the datasheet option or the tabular option. Now the tabular option means that this area here will be much better presented, the subform. We've now got to give it a name. So we've already got one about booking details, so I'm going to call it new booking, as it is here. And then we've got pitch allocation subform, and I'm going to call this pitch allocation subform in new booking, so I know exactly what this subform is for. And let's have a look at the sort of thing that we get and what our form looks like. So we've got our booking ID, a booking date, payment due, the church ID, and then we've got all the data about the pitch allocation. If we click on here, this will take us to a new booking. And this is now how we can start to set things up.